Have you ever felt like your kindness makes you a target? Like the more honest and pure you are, the more the world tries to break you? If so, you'll understand The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky, a masterpiece about what happens when true goodness walks into a world built on pride, lies, and cruelty. This isn't just a book. It's a test, a warning, a mirror. So, let me take you into the heart of one of the most misunderstood characters in literature, Prince Lev Nikolaevich Myshkin. Prince Myshkin is not an idiot. Not really. He's been living in a Swiss clinic treated for epilepsy. He's poor, fragile, and overly sincere. When he returns to Russia, he finds himself thrown into a world obsessed with appearances, power, and money. And in that world, his kindness makes no sense. He doesn't lie. He doesn't play games. He listens. He forgives. He believes in the goodness of people, even when they give him every reason not to. To society, that makes him naive. To some, it makes him a fool. And to Dostoevsky, it makes him a Christ-like figure, a man too good for this world. Myshkin is thrown into the middle of upper-class Russian society, filled with people who live through manipulation, gossip, and greed. And then he meets Nastassya Filipovna. She's not just a beautiful woman. She's damaged, scandalized, full of pain and rage. Society has shamed her. Men desire her, and she hates them for it. But Myshkin? He sees through her pain. He tries to save her, not as a possession, but as a human being. He offers her real love, compassion, forgiveness. But for someone who's been burned so deeply, kindness feels like mockery. And that's the tragedy of this story. When someone is too broken, even love can't fix them. Not if they don't believe they deserve it. Scene 3. Rogozhin. The Shadow. 4 a quad, 5:30. Now meet Rogozhin. The opposite of Myshkin. He's everything the world respects. Strong, impulsive, passionate, obsessive. But beneath it all, he's driven by fear and jealousy. He wants Nastassya too. Not to love her, but to own her. To control her. Rogozhin and Myshkin both chase the same woman, but for opposite reasons. And Nastassya? She bounces between them, torn by her trauma, afraid of real love, but addicted to destruction. This love triangle isn't romantic. It's painful. It's a slow-motion tragedy. And everyone's heart is already broken. Scene 4. Society's Judgment. 5:30 to 7 cog. As Myshkin tries to live with sincerity, the people around him begin to unravel. They mock him. They test him. They try to twist him. Even Aglaya, a young woman who falls for him, wants him to be a strong man, a hero, not someone who forgives too easily. She admires his goodness, but is ashamed of it in public. This is one of the darkest truths Dostoevsky explores. Most people don't want pure goodness. They want acceptable goodness, the kind that wins, the kind that's respectable, the kind that isn't inconvenient. But real goodness? The kind that turns the other cheek, that loves without pride, that chooses peace over revenge. It scares them. Scene 5. The Breakdown. 7 o'clock to 8:30. The pressure builds. Myshkin tries to save everyone. Nastassya, Rogozhin, even the people who insult him. But no one listens. No one learns. And then, in one of the most chilling climaxes in literature, Rogozhin murders Nastassya. Why? Because he loved her too much. Or maybe, because he hated the part of her that wanted to be free. When Myshkin sees her dead body, he doesn't scream. He doesn't fight. He just sits with Rogozhin in silence, holding his hand, forgiving him. It's the ultimate moment of compassion, and also the moment Myshkin's spirit finally breaks. By the end of the novel, the idiot is no longer just misunderstood. He's mentally shattered. The world has destroyed him, not because he was weak, but because it couldn't handle his strength. Final message, 8:30:10, Cog. The Idiot isn't about a fool. It's about what happens when a truly good person enters a world that doesn't want to be healed. It's about how kindness, if it doesn't come with ego or control, is seen as useless, and how broken people often destroy the very things that try to save them. Dostoevsky wasn't just writing fiction. He was writing about us, about the parts of us that pretend to be good, and the parts that fear what true goodness demands of us. So here's the question. In a world that rewards pride, noise, and ambition, are you brave enough to be like Myshkin? To be kind even when no one thanks you? To forgive even when they don't deserve it? To lose without losing yourself? Because maybe, just maybe, the real idiot isn't the one who loved too much. It's the world that couldn't recognize the value of that love. Outro. If this story moved you, if it challenged you, then don't let it be just a story. Be a little softer, a little stronger. Be kind, even when it hurts. And if you want more deep, life-changing book breakdowns, make sure to follow, subscribe, and come back for the next story that might just change your perspective forever.